Bruh. Bruh.
Subscribe, please. And let's get into the video. Alright, so in this portion of the video, I'm going to show you the next button, which is temperature. These are all the quick little tools you have available to you immediately, but if you want the more advanced version, you just click the numbers in the middle. And this brings up everything. You can have low, medium, high. And with your finger, you can also change the direction of where you want the airflow to be. If you want it in the middle or down by your feet or up, you can change it. And the passenger is different than the driver. Whatever direction is comfortable with you. You also can control the rear. We're in the front right now, but in the rear, there we go. So here's the rear. The right side can get a different choice. The left side can get a different choice. You can also do it this way. And you can change it to high or low in the rear. I'm going to go ahead and change it back to low. It's pretty loud, pretty loud. You can put the heated seats for your passenger. Again, rear window heating, front windshield heating, steering wheel heat. Same with the windshield. But one of the coolest features about the seat is that there's actually a cooling feature. You can set it to auto, heat, or cool. If we're in cool, you can go max cool, or you can go heat. Right now I'll keep it on heat, but I'm fine without it. Also, if you want to schedule it, it brings you back to this menu that I mentioned to you all, where you precondition, where you can set the cabin temperature at a certain time. There's also a keep mode, keep climate mode. It will stay on after you leave. Don't really know why you'd want to do that. You know, keep the cabin at a cool temperature for the entire time. Not really something I want to do. Let's see, the next one, dog mode. So, you know, if you have your dogs in here, this is a really cool mode. Someone will walk by, see there's a dog in your car, but with a Tesla, this mode stays on and it notifies people walking by that, you know, the dog is okay. It's only for pets. It says never leave a child unattended. Don't do this with your kids. There's a camp mode as well. It'll stay on until the battery reaches 20%. Sentry mode and security alarm will be disabled in this mode. So you got a lot of modes here. And then you have the power mode. Also here, it tells you your media device. If you hooked your Bluetooth up, it shows, you know, you can have music. If you get stuck anywhere on your screen and you want to kind of get a reset, always remember, pull down the menu. Pull down the menu and it'll bring you out of it. Here are kind of your most frequently used icons. If you use these three buttons right here, it'll show everything. From here, you can also get to your wipers, climate, heated steering, left seat, defrost, front and rear, or you can customize it. There's a ton of these, and if you click customize, you can drag the icons to wherever you'd like them to be. Some of the most common ones that I use really is, Bluetooth, Apple Music, rear, navigation. But navigation is kind of always here. As we see in the top right, there's an arrow. So you can click here to go straight to navigation. Or here is where you input exactly where you want to drive to. This is kind of a main topic that some of you guys might be wanting to know how to operate. Wow. I just realized I had a St. Patrick's Day fake tattoo. This is a fake tattoo. My bad. Well, we'll switch hands here. We'll switch hands. So right here, if you wanted to go to, let's say Walgreens, okay? You would start typing in Walgreens, and it shows a bunch of options. It shows one that I went to recently. You can click see locations, and it'll bring up a bunch. I'll show you what that looks like. ABCD format shows a bunch. There's so many nearby. Well, I didn't know there's so many. Um, A, B, C. You can zoom out. You can zoom in. You can search certain areas for certain places, but we'll put this one in. All right, I don't have my seatbelt on right now, but if my seatbelt was clicked in, here, I'll just do it just to be safe. I'm parked. I'm not going to move anytime soon, but okay. So, boom, seatbelt's clicked in. Now I'm able to do full self-driving. So since I have the brake, tap brake off, if I just hold this right here, the car will start going to Walgreens. Now, I don't want to do that. It's not the purpose of this video right now. I don't need to go to Walgreens, but I just wanted to show you how to use the navigation. Right here, you can change the type of navigation you want. Like right now, it shows true north. This one's relative to like where your vehicle's facing forward. Navigate. Let's do Walgreens again. Calculating, it shows you how many minutes it'll take to get there, how long it is, and what battery percentage you'll be when you get to a certain location. Super helpful. And if you wanted to add certain places, you click the 3 buttons that I just did, and you can add a stop, you can edit the trip, you can set arrival energy. If you really want to make sure you had a certain energy before you get somewhere, you can choose this. Settings brings up navigation specific settings. And you get more options when you're driving. It can show like the entire trip, or you can do your north and then wherever your vehicle's facing setting. All right, we'll go through these icons. Either shows satellite, globe, or no satellite, whatever you want. This one shows traffic lights, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it shows the traffic. It shows general traffic going on, right? We see a lot of congestion, a lot of red, some yellow, some red. So that's super cool. The next one right here, if you want to keep this on, it'll tell you, certain shops around. If you haven't seen, this is by Google Maps. So it's Google Maps integrated. This next one is going to be showing you nearby chargers. If you're in dire need to charge your vehicle, I'm guessing that the single charge is going to be lesser power chargers, and the triple charge is going to be superchargers. But don't let that fool you. These aren't all the chargers in the entire world near you. There's actually a lot more in your area. Well, hopefully there is, but again, use apps such as ChargePoint to find those chargers. And it's also pretty helpful too if you use the charging, because if I wanted to go to the supercharger in Providence, Rhode Island, it'll tell me the price that it is, and it'll also precondition your battery getting ready to charge your vehicle. Preconditioning battery is important for faster charging, as it tells you right here. All right, so we're back to this Walgreens and the charger. It also will tell you how much you'll pay per kilowatt hour, which is also pretty helpful. If you want to try to find the cheapest rate, if you're on a long distance drive, I think that's super helpful to understand. And then one of the last settings is weather. All right, shows the forecast nearby, which, is a pretty neat feature. Just so many features you have at your disposal just to navigate. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll end our trip here. This is my Apple Music. This is the Toybox. Toybox feature is pretty funny. Um, Light show. Rainbow Road is one of my favorites. Rainbow Road, I keep this on whenever there's autopilot or auto steer. The road on your navigation is a rainbow. Cool little feature. Emissions testing. Emissions. It's just a whoopee cushion. Yep. Nice job, Tesla. You can do fart on demand, where you click the scroll wheel and it does it, or on contact, like if someone sat in the back right seat, it would trigger the fart. Boombox. This is where you can play like custom sounds, horns on the outside. You can also use it as a megaphone. You can like talk to people outside if you want. Santa Claus mode in the toy box. Changes your Tesla to Santa Claus. Pretty funny. You can do it on the outside as well. Colorizer. You can change the color of your Tesla right here. I just have it in the default color we have, but if you want to get crazy with it, there you go. You see, a lot of people do the pink. I see. Uh, Tracks, you can do boombox stuff. I'm good. Romance, exactly what it shows. Pretty funny. And it actually heats up your car, so I don't need that right now. Let's get out of here. Sketchpad, if you guys want to draw.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Subscribe, please. You can sketch if you want. And then Mars. It'll transform your map into Mars, which is pretty funny. I'm fine without that, though. Hopefully this was helpful. Right here, here's a little sneaky one. It'll show your media that you're playing, but if you swipe to the right, it'll show you current drive, sense charge, and your odometer. It'll also show you your PSI. Well, that about covers it. Let me know if there's something I missed or something specifically you want me to check out in the touchscreen. It takes a bit to get used to, so don't beat yourself up. It's super cool once you get the hang of it, and yeah, I can't really see myself going back. So let me know what you thought about the video. Hopefully this was helpful to somebody. And until next time, peace.